It's like a seed, and it is what we are sowing right now that will eventually become the outcome of our life. Okay, so don't nobody should be jealous of you when they see you in the next 10 years. Okay, nobody should be jealous of you when they see you in the next 15 years, in the next 5 years, when the result of your life starts showing. They should not be jealous. Have they sown the same kind of seed? Have they sown the same kind of seed? Are they hunting the same way you are hunting right now? Are they desperate for success the same way you are desperate for success right now? If they are not, then they should not expect your kind of result. Okay? Result does not just come, result does not just show up. Okay? It is what you plant that you harvest. If you have never planted, if you don't gather in the day of planting, don't gather when the people that gathered in the time of harvesting are going for harvest. Don't carry basket. If you did not carry cutlass in the days of planting, don't carry basket in the day of harvesting. Very, very, very important. Very, very important. Okay. So please, if at any point in time you can't hear me, just let me know. Okay. So that I will not just keep, when it comes to online thing like this, you can just be talking to your system and you don't know whether people are hearing you or not. So, like I said, I'm super, super duper excited to be here. And I'm going to be talking about mindset. Okay. I'm going to be talking about mindset. So, and mindset is very, very key, is very, very important. Okay, very, very key, is very important. And for us to win in real estate, there are some mindset that we need to deal with. There are some mindset we need to deal with. There are some mindset we need to handle. There are some mindset that we need to also overcome. We need to also overcome, right? Because there's something called the paradigm shift. Paradigm shift happens when you see or how you see something. Oh, I don't have a biro here with me. Okay. I don't know whether somebody has ever written a nine. I don't know whether you understand the concept of a nine and a six. Okay. So if I'm in front of you and I write the word nine, as in not the word writer, the figure nine. So because I'm the one that wrote the figure nine, what I will be seeing is the figure nine, right? But the person that sits on the other side of myself, all you will be seeing is figure six. I don't know whether somebody is getting it. Does it mean that I am wrong, or does it mean that the person is wrong? No, the two of us are right. It's just all about our perspective. Okay? Perspective is how you see things, how you see things. Perception is what you are seeing, right? Perspective is how you see things. Perception is what you are seeing, right? So the way you see life, the way you see money, the way you see wealth, the way you see success is all about your positioning in life. How I wish I mean, how I wish I could share a video. I saw a video today that explained what I was just talking about very, 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 very powerful. Somebody at a particular angle was seeing a square. Another person at another particular angle was seeing a curve. Another person at a particular angle, can you guess what the person was seeing? He was seeing a circle. The same object. Somebody saw a square, somebody saw a cycle, somebody saw an arc, a square, like a crescent, right? The same object, the same diagram. Three different people saw three different things. That's why this statement is always true. If you say you can, you are right. If you say you can't, you are right. It all depends on what you are seeing and how you are seeing it. So now we've gathered this Monday He gathered last week Monday to say, okay, this is how to win, this is how to make money in real estate. Some people in their mind will say, I can. They are very, very right. Nothing is wrong with them. Some people will say, I can't. They are also very, very right because they cannot. So if you say you can't make money from real estate, you are right. If you say you can't make money from real estate, you are also right. It's all about your mindset. It's all about your mindset. It is mindset that will make you, that will make somebody that is working in VI, right? To, because he believes that being a landlord is an ultimate goal. He works in VI. He bought a land somewhere in Ifo or in Itori, let's say Itori, since O2C has a property in Itori, right? He bought a land in Itori. He built his house in Itori, right? And he moved it to Itori. And he works in VI. And sometimes it takes him 2 hours, 3 hours to get to work every day. But it's comfortable. Some people are seeing it as stress. He is not seeing it as stress. The fact that he carried that title landlord is just comfortable. I don't know whether you understand what I'm talking about. He is just comfortable with that title. I am a landlord. It is mindset. It is mindset for another person. Also bought a land somewhere in Itori. He built the land. But instead of staying in that land, or after building it, what he decided to do is to what? To rent it out. He rent that same property out. He started getting rent from it. And this same person, let's say these two character with different mindset, all of them were staying in Abule Egba. Because of the rent he was making from his property in Itori, he added it to the rent he's already paying in Abule Egba. He moved to somewhere in Yaba, very close to VI. He moved to somewhere in what? In Bagada, very close to VI. Or he moved to VI. So what has he automatically done? He has automatically cut down his travel hours. While somebody could not sleep 8 hours, he couldn't sleep 6 hours, he couldn't even sleep 7 hours because he need to be on the road by 4 a.m. so that he can get to the office by 8 p.m. Another person could sleep till 7:30, wake up by 7:30, took his bed by 7:30, and still go to the office before the person that woke up by 4 a.m. I don't know whether you are getting something. It is all about mindset. Somebody will say it is information. I don't think it's information. You see, two people can have the same set of information and they will process it the same way, the same different way, the same set of information, but processed different way. So mindset, that is mindset. So what is mindset also? Mindset is what will make two individual. Mr. Hay, he invested in real estate, right? Through company BBC. Let's use company BBC. Okay, let's say it's BBC Nigeria Real Estate Company, and he invested, and something happened to company BBC. Both his money and his investment, real estate investment, he can't find them, and he vowed, I will never buy land again in my life. That's Mr. A. Mr. B too invested in that company, and he too could not find the land, the money. But Mr. B decided to do something. He said, no, I will be like the story of those people that dug well. They dug the first well, they took it from them. They dug the second well, they took it from them. They keep digging, they keep digging, they keep digging till they got to their place of Rehoboth, the place that they could not take the well from them. So Mr. B decided that, okay, what were the lessons? Mindset. Somebody say mindset. Mindset. So Mr. B decided to say, okay, what were the lessons I learned from the first investment that went bad? That's the dimension Mr. B took. He listed down all the lessons, but in no time he picked himself up and he said, no, 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 no. I can't stay down. I can't stay down. It's just a knockdown. It's not a knockout. So he picked himself up. What did he do? He looked for another company. He went to O2C Land Banking. What did he talk to them to? I said, see, because of the lessons he learned from the first, because of the lessons he learned from the first set of investment that did not work. So now he's more informed. Now he's more experienced. Now he's more empowered. Now he's coming from an informed decision because now he has what he has learned. He has learned his lessons. He has got his finger burnt, but he did not give up. He did not vow like Mr. A that said that he will never invest again. It's all about mindset. Mindset is very, very important. So Mr. B picked himself up. He bought another land. It went well. He bought another one. He bought another one. He bought another one. He bought another one. He keep buying and buying and buying. That is the power of mindset. That is the power of mindset. Let me round up on this my scenario before I even go into what I have for us tonight. I don't know whether somebody is getting something. If you are getting something and you are with me tonight, just type one. If you are getting anything and you are with me tonight, just type one. I just want to be sure you are with me. If you are not getting anything, just tell me you are not getting anything. If you are lost in between the line, just tell me you are lost too. Right? Oh, thank you very much for the feedback. Okay, so I've been doing real estate now for almost 15 years, actively now for almost 12 years, or for almost 13 years, over 12 years. I've played in so many sectors, right? And there are patterns that I've seen. Reverend Sam said something. He said you can repeat success if you can take principle out of your first success and implement it. He said you will repeat success. In fact, you can almost predict whatever you want to do is going to be successful or not. And those are the patterns. And I realize that most of those patterns are as a result of mindset. Most of those patterns are is what? As a result of mindset. And those are the patterns that I'm going to be sharing with us tonight. I don't know whether time will permit me to finish sharing them, but I'm going to try my possible best to dig into them, right? Because there's something I have for us that is bonus for tonight, and I must share it also tonight, okay? So let's quickly look at that. There are so many ways to go into real estate. I shared some of them last week, right? But I'm going to paint a scenario of two types of realtors. Who are the, I mean, of all the things I shared last week, I said the cheapest way to go into real estate is actually to go into real estate as a realtor. I think I shared that last week. Okay. So I just wanted to be sure. Okay, the cheapest way to go into real estate is to go into real estate as a realtor. And the reason why I said that is the cheapest way is basically you don't need to invest your money, right? You can refer people. Most of us have a lot of people within our network that we can refer, right? And when you refer people, basically what that means is that you earn from the whatever produce, whatever they sell, is more or less like whatever you sell rather is more or less that what pays you. Okay, but I've seen realtors. I've trained more than 10,000 realtors. I mean, maybe let's say more than even 20,000 realtors, right? I've seen those that produce, and I've seen those that did not produce. I've seen those that become very successful, and I've seen those that become very mediocre. I've seen those that become very wealthy and become a real estate developer. I've seen those that have toiled around the same mountain for so long. I've seen those that make their first 1 million and the next thing they did was to go and buy a car. I seen that another one that, I mean, as far back as when dollar was 140, you know what? When you make commission of 1.4 million, we know what that means. Okay, that means you made like 10,000 USD. That's what it means. I've seen those that, I mean, of what happened of recent, one of my guys made some couple of millions, and the next thing he went to do is to go and buy an iPhone 16, right? I've seen so many things, and I've seen those that use their commission to build house. As if they use their commission to build that. I've seen those that use their commission to buy land. I've seen all manner of things. But everything boils down to mindset. In fact, to tell you how powerful mindset is, I have a friend that used to buy car a lot. He changes his car up and down and all of those things. And almost every year he changes his car. And I asked him, "So why do you do this?" He said, when he was very young, all his neighbors had toy cars. And he vowed that when he become wealthy, he's going to be changing cars as if they were toy cars. So it was childhood trauma. Childhood trauma is what made him to keep changing cars all the time. That's why don't copy people. Don't copy people in life. Oh. The reason why some people are buying cars is because they are buying clothes. It's because their parents did not buy Christmas clothes for them. That's why they like buying clothes. You are now copying that same person. Like somebody said something jokingly, right? He said, you buy iPhone and you are now making jest of somebody that is building house. Who is foolish? You buy iPhone and you are doing like this. No, there's a trend now. My shoulder is high, something like that. They'll say my shoulder is high. It's because you buy iPhone, somebody is building house. You think you are mates? You know how much they're selling a bag of cement? Okay, let me just go back to our mindset thing. But you see, mindset is very, very important. Mindset is very, very important. So, number one mindset that you must develop is the mindset of you can. The mindset of you can. Somebody type it. Just type it in the comment section. You can. I can. Put it. Personalize it. Say that I can. I can. I can. I can. Beat your chest. I can. I can. I can. I can. I can. Yes. Thank you very much, Tosin. Thank you very much. I don't think whether the rest people can, but Tosin can, and I love that. When you want to express some things to come to reality, you first express it by typing it or writing it out. Yes, thank you very much, Ifeola Iola. So, what can you do? What is it that you can? That's where I'm actually. That's where I want to enter into right now. I know that most of us, when we're growing up, most of us, when we're growing up, we had dreams. In fact, there's this trend that somebody will just maybe on their birthday, they say, by the way I plan my primary school, now this year I suppose buy aeroplane. I don't know whether some of us have seen some of those trends before. So we have those big dreams, those fantasies in our head. I want to become a pilot. I will say this jokingly. I say pilots, people that want to become pilots have become skincare producer now. They've become skincare vendors. Oh, when I want to grow up, I want to become, those were dreams in our hearts. But as soon as life happens to us, we begin to see life. And I'm going to be touching on how life happens to some of us. Those possibility begins to nosedive. The possibility of you can begin to die off. You that can before, all of a sudden you can't again. Imagine. You that can before, those dreams were so real. Those dreams were so real. That in fact, at some point you said you were going to become a doctor, you were going to become an engineer, you were going to become a policeman, you were going to become a pilot. You told your mom, you promised your mom, some of the people on this call, you promised your mom that you were going to build your mom. Yeah, don't worry when I grow up. But now you have grown up. You are trying your best to even buy her a cake on her birthday. So when did those? I'm not trying to mock anyone. I'm in that category too. When did most of those dreams died? When did they die? When did those dreams quench? Those possibilities, when did that end? I mean, I'm a Christian. For those that are watching these videos, this recording that are not, that's why God, Jesus, relates us to children. Because in the life of children, there's no limits. Basically, no limits. There is no peg. There's no ceiling. There's no ceiling to shatter. You know, they'll say, shattering the ceiling. There's no ceiling to shatter. Everything is possible. That's why for me now, as far as my children are concerned, I can do all things. As far as they are concerned, their father can do all things. And I say, yes, I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. As far as they are concerned, with me available, all things work. All things are possible. So when do those dreams begin to shatter? Most of the time, those dreams begin to shatter by the words that we hear. How many of us had this word when we were growing up? Chonkawolo Igini, do they pluck money on the tree? Most of us had those words, right? Do you know what those words does to our subconscious? Those words tells our subconscious that making money is difficult. Life is hard. We have seen pictures of money inside the mouth of a lion, right? So what those things have told our subconscious that you need to be like a hunter to make money, right? And some of us have believed those things. We've believed what? We believe them. Subconsciously, we pray, we fast for money, but in our subconscious mind, something is telling us that no, money is not easy to come by. To make money is not easy. So before you say you can make money in real estate, we need to shatter some things. Some of you, by the time we are done with this series, right, some of you will stop listening to Nigerian news. I don't know whether somebody is getting this. You will stop listening to Nigerian news. All those bad news, you stop listening to it. Buhari this. Hey, we shouted Buhari for 8 years. Buhari has gone now. We have started Tinubu to 8 years. It's going to soon end. Where were you 8 years ago? Probably some people in secondary school. Where will you be in the next 8 years? I don't know whether we are getting it. You can. So what can you? You can make money. That's one mindset I want you to have right now. You not only that you can make money, you can make stupendous wealth. You can make stupendous wealth. You can be very wealthy. Permit yourself to be wealthy. Wealth start from mindset. Wealth start from what? Mindset. Permit yourself that I can be stupendously wealthy. I can make all the money in the world. I can, and I will. Have an affirmation that reminds yourself that you deserve to be wealthy. You deserve to live in the wealthy place. You deserve to have a good home. You deserve to have an happy marriage. You deserve it. Tell your subconscious that I deserve to be wealthy. I deserve to have money. I deserve to live a good life. I deserve to drive good cars. I deserve to be giving unto nations. I deserve to donate. I deserve. It is very, very important. Because if you don't give yourself the permission to be wealthy, if you don't give yourself permission to make money, I don't care about your background, I don't care about it. Let me share the story of a man, Les Brown, to tell you that mindset is very, very, very powerful. I'm going to share a story of Les Brown and I'm going to round up this session. I can't finish this session, this mindset session. Les Brown did not, in fact, Les Brown was dumped. You know, when they gave birth to a baby and it was dumb, that baby was dumb. The mother of Les Brown dumped Les Brown. So he was not raised by his mother. So he don't even know he did not even know his father. I think he never finished high school. But at the peak of Les Brown will speak for 1 hour, they will pay him $1 million. Multiply it by 1,700. That's 1.7 billion. So see, imagine you speak for 1 hour, and you receive the alert of 1.7 billion. Your great grandchildren will hang their picture on the wall, your picture on the wall. The children wey you never born. I don't know whether you get. So I want you to pay. But Les Brown, life did not offer Les Brown that opportunity on the platter of gold. He picked that opportunity up. So what did Les Brown do? He had a dream because he had a dream and a passion that he was going to work in a radio station. No education, he never studied mass com, but he has it in him. He said he will stand before the mirror and he will rehearse and rehearse and rehearse. He was waiting for the opportunity to show up. He was waiting that one day opportunity will show up. Lo and behold, he took a bold step one day and he went to a radio station. They did not put out vacancy. Oh. They did not put out vacancy for Les Brown. He just went to the radio station and said, my name is Les Brown. I want to know whether there's a vacancy here. I'm an OAP. Some of you have radio voice, but you never took the step. You were just there. You are looking at the face of God, and God too is waiting for you to take the step. Are we together tonight? Les Brown went for the first time, they knock him off. You are not educated, blah blah. We don't even have vacancy. He went the second time. He went the third time. He went and went. He went at some point. They said, if you come back here, we are going to arrest you. He went again. He said, but you guys, we told you that there's no. He said, yes. He said, in fact, the manager of the radio station said, we just employed somebody. So we can't employ you. You know what Les Brown did? He went back again. He said, why did you show up? We told you that we just employed. So he said, maybe if maybe the person you employed has misbehaved and you have sacked the person, I just say, let me show up again. They said, no, the person has not messed up. Go. He went back again. And they said, this man, what happened? He said, maybe somebody died and you need to employ, you need to replace the person. He said, oh, nobody has died. He went back again. By the time he wearied the manager asked him, Les Brown, can you make a cup of coffee? He said, yes. Oh, yeah, go and make me a cup of coffee. Les Brown started as what? As a messenger. They were just sending, but he makes sure that he stays at the corridor of his dream. He stayed at the corridor of his dream. He stayed at the corridor of his dream. Right? And one day, something happened to one of their hosts at the radio station. Peak hour of the evening. And the guy could not show up. And nobody was available to replace him because the notice was short. The manager was confused and the manager didn't know what to do. And Les Brown said, he knows his opportunity. He asked for it. He asked for that opportunity. He said, can you just give me 5 minutes? He said, okay, because it's about time. The manager told him, just 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes. Just say something and keep playing music. And he went to that radio station. And the world heard his voice for the very first time. I don't know if you have ever heard Les Brown before. He said, my name is Les Brown. He brought down that radio voice in him. And everybody said, who is this? That's how Les Brown became who he is today. We are all reading about him. We are all listening to him. If you don't know Les Brown, just go to YouTube and just type Les Brown. Les. Les Brown. Brown. I think he's about 80 years old now. That's how he shot himself to limelight. There are a couple of things I want you to take away from this session tonight. Mindset. Believe that you can. Les Brown believed that he can. He did not allow his upbringing to limit him. He did not allow his environment to limit him. He did not allow his circumstances at the very moment to limit him. He did not allow the fact that he saw himself as an OAP but starts like a messenger. He did not allow the situations and circumstances at that very point in time to limit him. He broke free of all the limitations men created around him. Some people you can't speak well. Who in your lineage has ever made money before? Who in your lineage has ever built house before? Who in your lineage has ever become a real estate mogul before? Who in your lineage has ever make it before? Who in your lineage has ever traveled out before? Those are strongholds. Those are unspoken rules. Those are limitations. Those are forces that are holding some people back. But tonight you can. You can break forth from those things. You can break forth from them. So permit yourself to make money. Because if we don't break this yoke, this stronghold, I know my time is fast spent, right, Tosin? My time is fast spent. So that my host will not kick me
Yes,
out.
we are fast spent.
Right? But if you don't give yourself the permission to make money, there's no way. Even if that money comes to you, my final shot tonight, somebody said something, right? And it explained my point tonight. He said, if you gather the whole money of the world, put it together, and divide it equally by everybody, he said, in a matter of 1 year, in less than 1 year, the money will return back to where it came from. Ah! So what it means is that some people will become a millionaire and they will still become back to becoming poor. So what makes you wealthy is not the money in your bank account, it's the mindset that you carry. It is the mindset that you carry. So thank you very much, Tosin, for hosting me tonight. Apologies for
Wow.
shooting over the time.